Good afternoon and welcome back. It's almost evening, but whatever they're thinking, I'm finally going to order some wings. I had to take the fryer in for repairs. So spaghetti and meatballs from Chef Boyardee, brownie and a Twinkie. Save for a few bucks less, but whatever. Anyway, so curling's almost done. So, fifth place game had the U.S. beat Canada 8-4, which was big for the U.S. Canada's going to finish sixth, by the way. Italy beat Estonia 7-6. Scotland beat Australia 9-6. Estonia versus Australia for bronze, and Italy versus Scotland for gold, but like I said, that win for the U.S. is big. Because with the Australian loss in the semis, the United States are into the Olympics. End up with, I'm guessing they're going to get more points than Australia to get in. Oh, I think they're probably thrilled right now. So we got all 8 direct entries going to the Olympics from this tournament. And there's 2 last chance spots later in the year, so there we go. Game 2 of the division 1985 division semifinals had Quebec beat Buffalo, Quebec up 2-0. Montreal beat Boston, series tied at 1. Washington over the Islanders, Washington up 2-0. As well as Philadelphia over the Rangers, Philly up 2-0. As well as Chicago over Detroit, Chicago over also 2-0. Minnesota over St. Louis, Minnesota up 2-0. Winnipeg over Calgary, Minnesota up 2-0. And Edmonton over LA, Edmonton up 2-0. So yeah, so game 3's on Sunday. Sunday. What a day that's gonna be! Probably some of those old monster truck ads. Yeah, I'd seen somewhere put up highlight if we remember the old Smarties ads. When you eat your Smarties, do you eat the red ones? Do you suck them very slowly? Crunch of, yeah, you know that. I think you know that ad from the 80s. That Smarties ad. Still thinking of those old Canadian stores we used to have. I think San was one, and Beaver Lumber I remember mentioning. The Bay's pretty much gone now after 350 years. Eaton's gone. I don't remember if Home Hardware is going on, but I think they still are, but what other old Canadian stores do you remember growing up with? Woolworths. Was Woodward's a store? Canadian store? Woodward's? Woolworth? Zellers used to be. I'm pretty sure Zellers was one. I think I'm pretty sure they used to be big up here. Just think one of the last major West Edmonton Mall anchor stores is now pretty much gone. There's a time in the late 80s, early 90s, had Sears, Zellers, and the Bay in that Phase 1 area. Those 3 anchor stores down on that end. And there was a second Bay store where the Phase 4 is now. And the Zellers used to be where Entrance 48 is now. I remember when this is when I was doing my church thing. Late 90s into the 2000. Always had the Sunday off from the sub stores. So usually in the evenings, especially Christmas time, take the 100. Well, so I stop at the stub store, pick up some stuff, take the 9 downtown, hop on the 100 from downtown to West Edmonton Mall. It was an express between 111th and West Edmonton Mall was an express, but yeah, it stops up to 111th. Yeah, get off at the terminal. That's the big thing. Get off at the terminal. One was right by 87th there. Get off at the terminal, walk through the main floor entrance from outside into Zellers. Find the escalator, go up to the second floor, out into the mall from there. Whip around the ice rink. There was where the Tim Hortons is there now. Used to be nothing but fish tanks and maybe showing off a couple cars, but get into that empty area, just watch a little hockey or whatever's going on, then take off towards the bay. Then turn left towards Sears and go to entrance 23. Cut through the parking lot there, but closest to the entrance is that's where everybody parks because you want to be close to the entrance, but the further away from the entrance you got, the less cars there were, which means less chances of getting clobbered. Get to the pedestrian bridge, go up and over, and sometimes you can feel it bounce when throw an underpassing truck or something. Get to the other side, whip around, and walk all the way to church. Going home is it's right to 87th. Just take whatever to downtown, onto the 9, and on my way home. But yeah. So there's there. So that's that for that. I know that's that for that. So anyways, that shall be it. I'm going to eat this shit already and just do basically nothing for the rest of the night. So in the meantime, and in between time, stay tuned for the next one.